Well, first of all, I'd like to thank everybody for participating in the meeting tonight. My stand here, to make it as short as possible, is I'm running for my 8th term as your Story County Sheriff. I've been in law enforcement now for 43 years, 15 years with Waterloo Police Department, and the last 28 years as your Story County Sheriff. Throughout this time, I've served on, and still am serving on, many boards and committees at the federal, state, and local level. I'm a past president of the National Sheriff's Association, and I'm also a graduate of the FBI National Academy Association. The things that I see that we're looking forward to as far as addressing in the next few years is, number one, the COVID pandemic, and we're looking at how we're going to reopen the courthouse now, and all the entities, including the sheriff, to full service agency once again. We're looking at working with the Board of Supervisors and looking at their guidance as far as we're looking at bringing all of our employees back. We have done that already at the sheriff's office, and we'll be opening up to the public, we expect, by the 15th of June. Now, one of the things I would like to point out to everyone is that I was one of the sheriffs that reduced the population of the inmates that we have in the Story County Jail. And all of those that we get out of jail, we did. And by doing that, we went from about 68 inmates to where today we have 31 inmates. Now, because of that, I think we've gone a long way in keeping the COVID-19 problem out of our jail and out of our staff. As you've seen the news, Polk County has 98 positive COVID-19 cases in the jail, and 9 of their employees are out in quarantine with that. Today, Story County has no inmates with COVID-19, and none of our staff have the 19, and none of them are showing any symptoms. So we're happy with what we're doing there, and we're going to keep going with that. And with saying that, I tell you, I got to give a lot of shout outs to the local law enforcement in Story County, Ames Police, Story County Conservation, the Iowa State University Police, Nevada, Story City, and Huxley. They've all been working with us. Anybody that has a warrant out form that we may come in contact with, that is a warrant for a nonviolent individual or an individual who does not pose threats to the public, we're asking there not be taken into custody so we can do everything we can to keep this 19 out of our jail, and that's been working very, very well. The next thing we have that I would talk about addressing is civil unrest that we've seen across the entire country. I think Story County can be very proud of the law enforcement that they have in Story County. Story County law enforcement for several weeks have been joining on a conference call every Tuesday morning, talking about issues going on and planning. So if any one agency comes down with several cases of COVID-19 and their staff is reduced, how we're going to continue to provide public safety and law enforcement to all Story County residents. And that's been working very well so far. The next thing that we have is, or following on that, is be remiss if I didn't say that with the unrest that we're seeing nationwide, Des Moines, that we've seen the unrest that's going there. Through mutual aid, we were asked to provide support to the Des Moines Police Department, the Polk County Sheriff's Office, and the State Patrol. And last Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, I had my staff with our resources and equipment down to Polk County providing assistance to them. And I think what we've seen throughout the nation, again, Iowa has done a very respectful job on handling these situations that have been put before us. The next thing I would say is not only do we have the COVID-19 we're working on, the unrest throughout the nation. We're also coming into severe weather. We have tornadoes, flooding, all kinds of possibilities. So we're looking at some serious challenges that we're all trying to address simultaneously. And we're working with that, coordinating with others, again, through mutual aid. Our emergency management has been outstanding to work with. All levels of government, the Board of Supervisors and everywhere has all pulled together to see that we can get through this together as best we can. And then the last thing, Maddie, I would like to say is I want to give a shout out to both Tim Meals and Lisa Heddens as they come in. Tim Meals certainly has respect for law enforcement throughout Story County. I can vouch for that as I've worked with him for many years and many of the other law enforcement agencies. And Lisa, her reputation precedes her. She speaks for herself. She's had the trust when she was at the state legislature, and she brings that experience and talent to local county government, and has really been remarkable. So they're both been very positive additions to Story County government. And the very last thing I want to say is, as your sheriff for the past 28 years, I look forward to the next 4. I ask for your vote and I ask for your support. And I hope that you appreciate and respect the job that your sheriff's office is providing for the people of Story County. With that, I will close and turn it back to you, Maddie. Thank you.